me again, Chef-D26. Sorry for the light, it's very bright out here. It is Chef-D26, Irish Blues Hound.
Yo!
And we're coming for the spoilers reviews. It's blinding. Sorry about that. Spoiler reviews of Guardians of the Galaxies 2. This is the second time I've seen it in theater. I have to say it's pretty damn good. This is like as good as the first time I saw it. This is Clifton's first time seeing it in theater. He saw it illegally on his phone, which is okay. But he wanted to experience it up close. And so right now this is spoilers talk. So right now this is the main thing. There's Kurt Russell is playing Eagle, who is a living planet, and he was able to form like his own little planet around him. He was like a brain in space, and he was able to form it. And he was pretty much the main antagonist of the whole movie. Not the Golden People, not the Sovereign. That's what they're called.
Now, rewind. Yes, he actually is a brain. He says that he doesn't know where he came from. He has no clue of who his parents or anything. He's just an actual brain floating in space and conjured the idea of what it would be like to feel.
Yeah.
What's his meaning. And that's why he built the planet and himself and went out and explored the meaning.
Yeah, exactly.
David didn't know this, but I actually figured out who he is.
Kurt Russell, it was Jack Burton.
No, he's Crane from Dimension X.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
No, I'm just kidding. He's not Crane from Dimension X. That'd be awesome.
But the main goal of him, because they showed at the very beginning, is was it Missouri? Missouri, 1980. They showed Kurt Russell all young.
With his Peter Quill's mom.
Yeah, and he planted like a weird plant thing on planet Earth. That he said, he hinted at what was the main plot of the whole movie there. Soon it's gonna spread all across the universe.
Yeah, it actually looked like the poison blossoms from the Forgotten Vale if you ever played Skyrim and the Dawnguard DLC, which he has not.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So after that, they skip ahead to the Guardians of the Galaxies. They're fighting that big old squid monster that you see in the trailer, which is very cool because they just show a group dancing into the music and everything while they're introducing the cast and everything like that, which is very cool, which I thought was very nice. And
I'd have to say that the Awesome Mix Volume 2 is really good. Is it better than Awesome Mix Volume 1? I'm actually going to let you decide on that one. I actually thought it was better than the first one.
I thought it was very good too. They played a lot of good music in this one.
I know people have their opinions on music and whatnot, but I actually liked it. And I actually liked that at the end, he got a Zoom finally. He upgraded to MP3.
Yeah, they show that. Yeah, his Walkman does get destroyed in this one. Eagle breaks it up.
Yes, his father destroys it out of
the reason why he needed Peter Quill, well, because he was celestial, and Eagle couldn't do it by himself. He couldn't take over all these planets by himself. He needed another person to help him out who had that same genetic code as him. And they show in a cave earlier on in the movie where Eagle had a bunch of offspring, like tens of thousands of kids.
Yes, he was going around from planet to planet trying to look for an offspring that could harness his power and share the power with him.
Yeah.
And all his children were failures, so they were all thus destroyed, like he said.
I mean, basically, Eagle was a universal man whore, which
he was.
Like for real.
He was worse than Captain Kirk.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Captain Kirk made out with him. This one, he fucking did all kinds of nasty shit with squid monsters, flies, insects, green, yellow, purple. It was weird. Because they hinted out of a small little three-dimensional picture in this movie. They show that.
Yes. So do you think that lady that was holding the little baby when that big old blob, do you think that was one of his kids too?
Maybe. He probably does have more children out there. He just hasn't really gone out to explore. But
it would hint to a future movie. You know,
maybe.
An evil Peter Quill brother?
Probably Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But their third one's going to have Adam Warlock. That's exactly what they show.
That is going to be awesome.
And guess what else they show in here? They show the 6th and final Infinity Stone, which is the Soul Gem.
Orange. I know that it's a lot different from like him who has an Infinity Gauntlet. You can check that out in one of his likes and videos. It explains it all for you.
Yeah.
But yes, this one is orange. It is the Soul Gem like he said. And it's the final one. And it's in Adam Warlock's cocoon.
Yeah, cocoon or sarcophagus. It's sitting right on top of it. and they're saying it'd be more powerful than anything that the Guardians can ever handle. And I will call him Atom, you know. So
Yes.
so it's very interesting. I'm glad that they showed him. And also they had guest stars galore. They had Sylvester Stallone, Vin Rames, Michelle Yeoh, David Hasselhoff. Stan Lee, of course, is in this one. Now Stan Lee's part in this one was an important one because he wasn't a watcher. That's why it explains all his other cameos for every single Marvel movie, everything from Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. All these movies. Because
he is a watchman.
Yeah. And Doctor Strange, yes.
Yes. And it's funny that he wasn't wearing a watcher suit. He was actually in a space suit.
Yeah.
But yes, he was a watcher.
Yeah, they show the watchers are big, kind of tall with big, huge heads, white, bright.
Yeah, they look like those
solid,
things
clear
from
eyes.
the Green Lantern, the shitty movie.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
The Guardians of or the Guardians of the Atlantic or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what DC that was. I'm sorry.
Sorry to bring DC into Marvel.
Yeah.
DC sucks, by the way.
I don't he hates it so badly. That's why we're going to see Wonder Woman that comes out next month.
He's going to go see Wonder Woman. Oh, and I'm going to go see Thor.
Yeah. But in this movie, this one, it was more about character development. It made you care about these people more instead of just being nothing but pure action. This is how I said in my other review as well. And Nebula and Gamora, they were fighting more about each other because Nebula was trying to get back out of all the wins that she had.
Right.
Over her, because every time they did talk about Thanos in this one, they didn't show him like they did the other one, but this one, what they did, they talk about each time they put him in a fight, whoever lost had a body part taken off. And mostly Nebula lost every single match. She lost her arm, her eye, her brain.
Yeah, she was
replaced with more metal parts. It was pretty crazy.
She was tortured by Thanos.
Yeah.
And the reason why Thanos was in this movie is because, well, they gotta have David Hasselhoff, so you gotta, you know, make room for budget, of course. And they didn't have enough money for him.
Well, who knows about that?
And plus, Josh Brolin is busy filming right now with Deadpool 2 as Cable, of course.
Yes.
Everyone knows that.
Yes.
If you haven't known that, well, now you know that, and this is why it's called Spoiler Talk.
Yes, it's a spoiler talk, guys. But yeah, they had they brought another new character, Mantis, which I thought was pretty good.
She was actually really good.
She played the quiet, silent type. In the end, she has showed that she can be strong and she can be able to do it.
Yeah, and she actually had a very interesting power.
Yeah, it's an empath, right? Empath. She'd be able to feel or what you're thinking or how you're feeling at the time. She can even make you go to sleep or change your mood or anything like that. Right. She did it to Gamora when that Gamora had her by the neck and saying, "What's going on here?" And she said, "You're afraid," and Gamora got all scared. That's pretty weird. And she made Ego go to sleep when he needed to. Even made Drax fall asleep. I thought was funny. I thought who was funniest out of this whole movie, I thought Drax is pretty much hilarious in this one.
Dave Bautista, yeah, he really did step up in this one. I really thought, his shitty wrestling career has been shoved aside, and he's decided to accept that he is a movie star. And that's really important, because that's the difference between being a good actor and a shitty actor. He was a good actor in this one.
I did like Michael Rourke's character, Yondu. Michael Rourke's character. In this one, Yondu. He had a huge, bigger part in this one.
Yes, and I like at the end how he said, "That was not your father."
He may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy. Yeah.
And I might not have been a good father, but I wanted to be a good dad.
Yeah.
And he sacrificed his life.
Yeah, Yondu does die in this one, which was very sad. He had an emotional part in this movie. That was the big one right
It was a real tearjerker. Turn your brownie points, take a chick with you, and then hold her as she's crying.
Remember to cut a hole in that popcorn.
Make sure you add like a little ting right there.
Yeah. Like I said, just cut a little hole in the popcorn so you enjoy that a little bit better.
There you go. But yes, as he was saying, he does die. He gives his life so Peter Quill can live, and he actually brought together the Ravengers, as he was saying, Stallone's character, and Viggy Rhymes and Michelle Yeoh and whoever her name is.
Stallone.
Yeah. So it really had a very important impact on the movie, which I thought was awesome. And they gave him a Viking funeral, which that too was awesome.
I gotta say the most standout scene for me is when Yondu gets his brand new prototype fin.
Yes, it looked like he had a mohawk.
And what he does, he makes Arrow fly, his weapon, go all over the place. I thought that was fucking awesome because there was guys killing, dying left and right all around him because there was a mutiny on his ship, and all those that were loyal to Yondu were killed.
And don't forget that Nebula actually shot his old one off with a single shot.
Yeah.
So he lost it for a while, but he was able to get a prototype which enhanced his ability to control his arrow.
Yeah.
Which he gave to his, Peter Quill gave to his first mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Over and all, I say this is a good movie.
Yeah,
really.
So I still got a few more things to say. We're gonna take we'll be right back, alright? We're gonna take a quick breather. We're gonna go inside and finish this review.
Make sure you edit this part out.
Why? Okay. Alright, now we're back now with the rest of the spoiler talk. Sorry about that. We just got back to the movie theater. Because should take a little detour, but that's okay.
Yeah, sure it's a good detour.
Yeah,
but you didn't say nothing.
That's alright. But anyway, this is the rest of the spoiler review. Now, the last left off at where one of my highlight parts of the movie was when we saw Yondu with the brand new fin go wipe out everybody on the ship. And that was cool because everybody's falling, dying. It was pretty cool. Now, there's another standout scene as well I thought was really, really cool. Is when, well, it was alright, but it was a standout one. It was when Peter Quill was able to use the energy from his father. What was it? It's cosmic energy or something like that. He's able to fly around and gain super strength. They were basically flying around like Superman and Zod. They were fighting against the planet.
He used his immortal ability to turn against his father.
Yeah.
And fight his father.
Yeah.
But his father did say, if you kill me, you are going to lose your ability to be immortal. So Peter Quill is now forever mortal. It's kind of like, it reminded me of Hercules a little bit, when Hercules sacrificed his ability to be a god so he can remain on Earth with his one true love.
Yeah.
So thus, that's kind of like what I felt was Hercules fighting his father Zeus, and ultimately Hercules prevailing, Zeus falling.
Yeah. And then of course everybody in the theater, well not in the theater I should say, everybody who saw the trailer, everybody thought that these people that were made of gold, the Sovereign, were supposed to be the main antagonist. No, it wasn't.
No.
I mean, they were kind of in and out of there. They were kind of like mosquitoes or bugs. They're kind of popping up in throughout the movie.
They were upset over batteries.
Yes. Little batteries that Rocket stole at the very beginning of the movie. And at the end, it helped them out because it helped kill Ego.
That's right. Yeah, they used a bomb, which in the trailer you saw Baby Groot playing with the I am Groot. And Rocky's saying, no, not this button. This button will kill us. Repeat what I'm saying to you. I am Groot. Well, that right there is powered by those little batteries that he said that Rocket stole from his gold people. And yes, they actually put it right near the brain of Peter Quill's father and blew it up.
Yeah, it was a big, weird, mushy brain with different colored lights and stuff.
Again, if it was pink, it would be Crane from Dimension X.
I agree. I mean, only if it had a mouth to it or a face on it.
Yeah,
but the planet itself did have a face, which is very cool.
Yes.
And when they did first arrive on the planet, it was very cool and interesting seeing all the colors. It was very good to see in IMAX 3D, which I do recommend for everybody to go check out. And if you haven't already, man, what are you doing? Get off your butts, check it out. Especially if you have seen the very first Guardians of the Galaxy, you want to see what happens in this one. This is a highly recommended. Of course, I gave it a 4 out of 5. You know, not every single movie is going to be perfect, but there's very rare ones. But it's Clifton. What is Clifton here? I don't know.
I agree with you on this one. 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. This is a solid movie. Take your family, even your kids. Kids would love Baby Groot, man.
Yes, they would.
And Baby Groot, Baby Groot in this one, he was still learning. He doesn't know all the knowledge like he did from the last one. So they're trying to teach him all kinds of cool things. And also in the end credits, they show Groot kind of like a teenager. Just playing like a little kid, like I'm Groot. And Peter Quill comes in saying, "What are you doing? This place is a mess. You need to get off the game. You need to do something. You know, like now I know how Yondu felt when I was growing up." And he's just sitting there, "Oh, I'm Groot." Yes. And also that they even show Howard the Duck. Yeah.
Voiced by Seth Green.
Yes.
He didn't know that, but Seth Green.
Yeah. Yes. Seth Green.
Yes.
He was voicing that one. But right now, this is the conclusion of this little spoiler review. I hope you all liked it. But also, there will be more movie reviews coming up. Right now, we got, let's see, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm going to check out The Mummy, which is a maybe, but I'll let you know if that one's going to be any good or not. We got from Wonder Woman. We also got, what was it? Oh, Star Wars.
That's December.
I know, but it's
you still got Thor before that. You still got some other movies, but
yeah, Thor as well. Thor Ragnarok.
Check out the end of this month. there's going to be some upcoming good movies as well as the beginning of June. Got some good movies in store. And hope you enjoyed this spoiler talk.
Yeah, don't forget about Deadpool 2. That was
you know what? If you guys go to his like channels, you're going to see him building a Millennium Falcon Lego thing. Well, right down there, it's destroyed. He lost the pieces for it.
You promised you weren't going to say anything.
check out that channel of him building that Millennium Falcon because it brought a tear to my eye as a Star Wars fan. So, anyway.
Yeah, this is
check out his channel, hit the like and subscribe.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a couple things right here to the left screen right here. It'll be a little recommendation, and you're gonna click this little subscribe button. Oh, it's got a plug, Captain America show as well. Yeah. So thanks again, everybody. That's Clifton. That's Irish Booze Hound. Go. And this is Chef D26 signing out. We'll meet you up again. Peace.